Welcome back to my Nana B's Juke Joint. We're getting with this gravy right here. I coated the bottom of this iron skillet after I preheated it with some oil, some avocado oil. And now I'm just sauteing these. I like some of my onions dark, so, but not burnt, but just a little bit more caramelized than the other, kind of like a variance of them where they're translucent but a little bit caramelized as well. That's how I like my gravy anyway. But you just kind of stir those around a little bit there, and all that oil while it gets up all that flavor. I like to use fresh garlic right here too for my gravy, but for this particular recipe we're just going to use garlic powder, and that'll be just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead now and sprinkle the gravy or the flour flour in there. Which, where'd I put it? Oh, it's right here. And we just want to lightly coat those onions, right? Not too much flour now. Don't go crazy. It's got to be that ratio to flour to oil that you want. See how beautiful? Look at that. Oops. Can't be losing no onions now. So see that right there? Look at that. That's going to turn nice and brown here for us. Get that raw flour taste off. Let me turn it up just a little bit more. Now we've added the flour, we can turn it up. Once you heat your cast iron, it holds heat. Like, be careful. Especially when you put the oil in there, because it sure popped on me when I put the onions in there. Yes, even as a chef, I still get burnt. In her. Look at that. That's going to turn out so beautiful. So we wanted to just let that sit so that it'll get nice and brown for us. I've turned it up to about medium. We're going to sprinkle right here some garlic powder. Right in here. This is what we talking about right here. A little bit of garlic powder ain't hurt nobody. Fresh garlic is even better, but this is just as good. Onion powder, a little bit of that. Everything you season the paprika, smoked paprika, you season the actual turkey wings with, that's what you want to put in your gravy. A little bit of poultry seasoning. Just a little bit, not too much. Yeah, some salt and pepper. Yes, right there. And we're gonna cut a little butter in there, because butter makes everything better. We're gonna get a little bit of butter in there too. About a teaspoon of butter. And we're gonna switch this around. Get that butter melted. Ooh, it smells so amazing in here. This is how you do gravy, y'all. Right here, look at that. Oh, you guys, if you could be in this kitchen right now smelling all this goodness, you would not believe how good it smells. I got some mashed potatoes happening over there, and my green beans happening right here. I'll have to show y'all those in a little bit, but right now we're focused on this gravy. Look at that color already. Right? You see how it's fluffing up? All that flour is getting fluffier. That's what you want to see right there. And it's going to start to brown. You don't have to get it, this is your roux, and you don't want it to be a dark brown like for gumbo. We're not trying to give it that, but we are trying to get some color on it, and that smoked paprika helped it out a lot. So it'll be nice and beautiful, kind of dark, you know, maybe like a light brown, dark brown, dark tan, if you will. You don't want it too, like I said, too dark. And you see how that's cooking, and you just let it sit and let it get all nice and brown. Look at that. Oh, it smells so good in here. I like to use browning in my gravy too, so I will be doing that here in a moment. But first, let me let it get brown on its own. That's just a quicker way of getting your gravy dark, because right here I could add my broth and I'm good, but I'm just gonna wait a minute and let it get a little bit darker. I hope y'all can see. Let me get you down more in there. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna grab my browning. Sorry, forgive me. I know this is so bad, but hold on, let me see where it is. Where is it? Oh. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be better prepared, you know what I'm saying? All right, now let's get down in there. And then just a cap full of browning. I like to do it right about here. Ooh, you hear that sizzle? You hear that? Now let me put that away. And I'll leave that open for now. And then you just want to bring that around, because you don't want it to sit. That browning will get hard on you. So you don't want it to sit. Now look at the color on this gravy. Look. That flour. Look at your onions still having, they're not completely, they're soft, but they're not gone. They haven't disintegrated or anything like that, or gotten too translucent. And I like the brown, like I said, some of them to be a little bit more brown. That adds flavor. Not burnt, just a little bit more caramelized. And you add your broth little by little. Look at that. OMG. Look at that. This is gravy, y'all. Look at that. Now we know how much we're gonna add more. And we're gonna add a little bit of water. Just a little bit. And we're gonna stir this around and break it up, right? Look at that. Look at that. That's how you do that, y'all. Ooh, look at that. Woo! It's going down. Yes, look at that. See the color on that? That nice and brown color. Not too dark, but just right. Look at that. And now we're gonna add some parsley to that, some dry parsley for that pop of color. Might as well use it because that's the last of it. That's in my cabinet. And so I don't waste any of that smoked paprika. There was, you know, the residue from the bottle and some stuck to the bottom. Put that in there too. Ooh, look at that. This is what I'm talking about. Right here. Oh my goodness. We can add just a little bit more water. We're gonna add some chicken, or excuse me, we're gonna add the turkey broth from the turkey in here too. So in just a moment, I'm gonna pull those out and get some of that has come off of them turkey wings in here too. See that? Look at that. Man, there's a gravy right here. Gravy. Sop you up with a biscuit and some gravy, girl. That's what they say, them old school players. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let me get some broth from the turkey legs. Or turkey wings. I'll get it right. Not legs, wings. There's turkey legs in my green beans though, and I'll show you all those. Let me show you what they doing. Excuse the steam and everything. Look at that. Look. This is the tips, or the very tips of those turkey wings that I put in here for flavor. And look at that. They already, look, all that meat falling off the bone. Look at these green beans, y'all. I added some bacon fat too, because I keep it when I cook bacon. I keep the grease from it. And you add like a tablespoon of that in there too. A little bit, oh, and I put the little bit of the juice, like maybe a three-fourths of a cup, not even that, like a fourth of a cup of the juice from a peppercini, from those pepperoncinis in the jar. And then there's a pepper in here. I just add one pepper just to elevate it even more. Of course, you know, look at that. Can you dig it? Can you dig this right here? Can you see this right here? I can't wait. And my gravy is simmering. Let me turn it down a little bit. Look at that. What? And this is for my mashed potatoes back here. And that's for my rice. Let me get the broth from the turkey wings so I can put that in this gravy, because that's a gangster move right there. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's do that. You take them out. Okay, so we're gonna take them out. They've been in here now for about an hour now. Woo, baby. Stay up. What you doing? Okay, whatever. Okay, now here are my turkey wings, and I'm gonna get some of this broth from in there. Look at that. Oh God, just a little bit. Look at that. Look at them. They already coming off the bone. You wait. Now we're gonna stir that in there, in this gravy right here. This right here is liquid gold, okay? This is money. And I know you see that oil right there, but that's the flavor. That's all good. Yes, that's what you want, right? Look at all that. Look at that goodness. Can you believe that? Oh my goodness. I gotta taste it. You should taste your gravy now. Make sure it's seasoned well so you can adjust. If I could slap myself right now, I would. That's all I'm saying. So good. Woo, baby. All right, now we're gonna pour this gravy over these turkey wings. So I'm gonna bring you over here so you can see that. I'm gonna leave y'all out now. All right. Okay. All over. Look at that. Okay, I'm making money right here. That's all I'm saying. I'm making money right. Woo! All right. Look at that. Okay, I don't want to set this down on my counter, so hopefully there we go. Okay, don't fall now. Make a bunch of noise. Okay. We're gonna just move it around in there. Let's take out them twigs from our seasonings, because they twigs now. We could take them out. They've already, oh, it's permeating in here. It's wafting. It's smelling so good. Ah! Look at these turkey wings, y'all. I'm doing it. This is my first time cooking them this way. They look fire. Oh my. Oh my. They got about 30 minutes to go in the gravy, which is good. And everything else will come together right on time. I'm gonna add just a little bit of water though. That's what I want. Just a little bit more. Not too much. I'll show y'all why. Because it's got about 30 minutes to go, and I don't want that gravy to get too thick, right? I want it to be just that right thickness. So we're gonna add just a little bit more, not too much now. I don't want it soupy or nothing, but that's gonna be enough for it to smother and get down to bone. You feel me? Oh, let me take this out. There we go. We got one more twig to get. All right. Oh my goodness, y'all. Heaven, heaven, heaven. I'm in heaven. Okay. All right. We're going to cover these back on up and put them back in the oven. Make sure you seal it real good because it's got that gravy in there. All that goodness. We're going to seal that real good. Seal, seal. Yes, get that thing in there. Make sure it's tight. Make sure it's tight. Yes. All right. Now back in the oven it goes for about 30 to 40 minutes. And everything else will be done right on time. And I'm just saying. Just saying. I know you wished you were here. I know you do. I wished you were here too, because I be cooking for y'all. This is for y'all and for my family. Sunday dinner, y'all, is going down. Oops. Okay, there we go.